Oh no, I'm sitting down. Oh.
Well, just do it as you would do it.
I know, that was my husband and wife team.
Yeah.
So.
This is the first batch of screen tests that I held on January 24th. I managed to do screen tests of 3 interested parties for my film. I wanted to hold the screen tests just because I wanted to be able to visually see these people through the lens or on the film after having met with them, just to see if, simply if they could look the part or if they could pull off the part. So line delivery wasn't really that much of a priority when I held these screen tests. I just wanted to see them through the lens. Not to say that, I didn't get to work with the actors and actresses in line delivery or mannerisms or cadence or whatnot. But like I've already said, the main priority was to just visually see them in action and their interpretation of the character and the particular scenes that they were reading for. I think I was pretty successful. I was relatively impressed with some of the showings, considering the short amount of time they were able to prepare in. So it was a lot of fun, very productive, and somewhat impressive, actually. Um, I actually intended to run the camera at times without telling the people, to shoot them candidly, just so that I could see how they acted naturally, or in real life rather, without them thinking there was a camera in front of them. In that way, that when I tell them that the camera is running and then they start their acting or their scenes, I could then kind of juxtapose their actual performance when they're trying to be real or natural against when they actually are real and natural, because they don't know there's a camera in front of them. I thought that would be a better gauge for me to see how well they can pull off acting. How well they can act naturally when they're trying to be natural. Some of these guys actually impressed me, not just in what they were able to do with the characters or their interpretation of the characters and the scenes, but in asking me questions about supposed backgrounds of the character, it reminded me of method acting. If I remember correctly, method acting is internally becoming the character and then fleshing it out. So the script may not necessarily detail any history or background information on the character, but an actor or actress would either make that up or would try to find out more from the writer or director to kind of help them kind of humanize or flesh the character in the actual film or in their scenes. So I thought that was fairly impressive. I also tried to give them a spatial sense of the sets that we're going to be working with. The main location is really going to be a bar and a restaurant, so I wanted to kind of give them an idea of where they're going to be placed, where their the other actor, actress, or character is going to be, because I think that would, if they have a sense of their placement and any other element in the film, they can react off of that. They can tailor their showing or their performance off of that as well. Anyway, enough about the director commentary. I think I've talked enough. I spliced a little bit of footage, kind of in a linear fashion according to the script, just to give you, a little example of the scene, or the main scene anyway, and the dialogues that's going to transpire. Maybe a little glimpse into the performances of the actors and the actresses. So here we go.
Usual, Jesse?
The usual, Jimmy.
What the hell? What is this song?
No. If I remember correctly, it's Michael Jackson's Smooth Criminal.
Smooth Criminal? What, like a ladies' man, a Lothario? There's a slight shortage of women round here for this tune, don't you think?
Is that what you think a smooth criminal is?
It's not.
No, not at all.
Tell me then.
What's a smooth criminal?
Okay, I lied. That wasn't the last you've heard of me. I had to cut in the audio in these next few scenes because the monologue that the male lead is essentially going through, it's a very integral part of the curveball, essentially, that I've got for this short film. It's kind of the selling point, the money shot, or whatever you want to call it. And I think that letting you guys listen in on it now is too much too soon. You know, I think that you guys are gonna have to wait until the short film is done to hear the rest of these lines, to see the scenes coming after that, uh, and hopefully it pays off. That's it for the set of screen tests. I've actually got maybe one or two more screen tests I need to do, but next up are also screen tests for locations. So I guess stay tuned, because there's more as this production progresses. Thanks.
Besides, you're the one who has to sit here and suffer through the rest of the song. Good. Touche.